Hello everyone, welcome back to another Smart Money Sundays. I know, I've been gone for a while. I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff behind the scenes, living life, enjoying life, and dealing with a lot of stress and other business related stuff. But I will say for this last couple months, I will be a lot more content focused, just because I want to hit a certain goal when it comes to just YouTube content in general. So for the next few videos that I do put out, it'd be very much appreciated if you guys could like and share those videos. But yeah, I'll get more into that later on. But for now, let's just jump right into the video. Now, as always, let's start with DXY. Now, I have again not done these for a few months, but if you remember this last drawing that I took, I was expecting this low to get swiped. It did. Then we basically had price deviated back into the previous range and reclaimed $98, where we saw a surge, right? And a continuation where this high got taken. If you recall, I did mention that this high would be my main target of $100. Now we've hit that level. I'm expecting continuation on the dollar. Now, if I go on a higher time frame quickly, you'll see this is the main level I'm looking at. Now, what we have here is a range, okay? Deviation from the range. Now, what I want to see is price reclaim this range. Now, price needs to close above $100. Is a psychological level too, so it's very important, and it needs to sustain this level. Okay, so and I need to see it trade above this level for a couple of weeks to then confirm that we likely see a rotation back into 104 to 106, $106. Basically, that's my high time frame macro view for the dollar. Now let's push over to EU real quick. Now EU, we have something similar here, right? We had a range, a deviation, right? Similar thing I'm seeing on DXY, where we had that deviation, low got swiped, and then we saw price surge up higher. Okay, so that's sort of what I'm looking for. Now, if that is the scenario for DXY, now sorry, I know it's a bit messy. Now, if that is the scenario where we have a range, manipulation, and expansion, after expansion, what do you have? You have a retracement. So I'm expecting some deeper retracements in EU into the 109 level at least minimum. So that is basically my macro view for EU. Now, if I go down on the lower time frame in terms of what I'm looking for this week, because if I quickly go into the economic calendar, you'll see that we do have CPI on Thursday, I believe. So um, and we do have some data on Friday too. So I'm expecting to see some volume this week. But in terms of the lower time frames, what I'm looking for is again price to basically sort of a ABC, right, where we have continuous lower high, lower low, lower high, and then a new lower low. So I'm expecting price to basically retest, make a new lower high into 116. Right, this is the key level I'll be looking for coming into tomorrow New York session, where ideally what I want to see is London drive up and then New York reversal, right, into New York session into next leg lower, right? Because that's New York is where you basically see a lot of reversals from the previous session. So that's sort of, if it aligns, I will take that setup. Now let's push over to gold. Now gold's been on a fucking monstrous rally, as you can see. Precious metals have been rallying as a whole, but gold in particular has been on not only steroids, on a lot of other things. But in essence, what I'm looking for here is, I'm not really looking to short because I don't want to short this sort of momentum. But what I will be looking for is weakness into 4200. If we do see a breakdown, then I may look for lower time frame shorts, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's just not optimal. I'd rather wait for price to come back into 40 around the $4,000 region back, or retest a monthly level, hopefully. If we do see that, then that's where I'll look to load up on buys again to potentially take out these equal highs we have here at 400 for potentially gold to make a new all-time high. All right, that's in essence what I'm looking for. Very simple, no need to overcomplicate it. Why this area in particular, you're thinking, right? We had this SFP, these relative equal lows get swiped, and then we have a rally off this level. Price now is going to target these highs likely, and then basically rebalance, fill in all that imbalance here, and then given that we see weakness on this level, this will be a good area to start buying again, right? Now let's move over to BTC, where a lot of my focus has been for the past few months. I'm gonna get rid of all this. Now, if you follow me on Telegram, you'd see that I was actually, if I move this here, you'll see if I was actually long on BTC. Where is it? Yeah, let me go on the lower time frame. Yeah, so me and the team, we were long from here and took another long from here, rolled those longs. I did take a small short here, got stopped out, but ideally I was waiting for this a reversal, but we ended up taking that high out first, and then taking out the low, which is what you see where price is basically taking up both sides of the zone. Okay, so rode the longs from the bottom of the range, missed the shorts, but now I'm looking for a similar scenario where now the high and the low is taken out of the range. Buyers and sellers are basically taken out. Now this is where I believe the real move will actually take place. So what I'm actually looking for now is, if I go on to, if I show you this quickly, right, you'll see here, right, so the previous low is taken, price retested the yearly mid, right? Now what I'm looking for is Monday range has developed. So what we'll likely see is more of a range into Asia. London, I want to see Monday low ideally taken first, but if Monday high gets taken, it doesn't really matter for me. Ideally, I'd wait until Monday low gets swiped, then I'll look to get in longs. Now I do have another there's another reason this zone is confluent, is because there's also a CME gap at this level. You'll see here, right? See this gap here? It's the main zone that's just below the Monday low. So expect that low to get taken at 104, then look for longs, all right, to target the monthly level. Ideally is what I'm looking to target at 110, and from there we can start reevaluating to then potentially look to short upon weakness. Okay, so Monday low swiped, CME gap filled, long, and then wait for weakness into monthly open, right, and then I'll look for shorts back into value area low, right? I'm just looking to play rotations from the range. That's it, all right? Because market has been a bit choppy, but if price sustains this level, then I'm gonna hold these longs here, and then look to potentially add, depending on how CPI actually data comes out or how it goes. So yeah, that's basically the plan I have for this week. Just straight to the point and being concise as I possibly can. Now push over to ETH. Now ETH is very, very similar. This is a bit of a messy chart, so I'm going to clean up one. That's the thing, I've got so many charts. Some of them are quite messy. Right. So basically simple, very, very simple idea. Similar to BTC, we had the test of the yearly open. Price has basically rejected off that level. Right now, what we're seeing is price is looking to hold this main level. But again, with CME, I'm waiting to see this POI hold. Price needs to hold this level, because if we don't, then we can see deeper retracements into 3,200, right? But I think 3,200 is a good bottom level for long. But ideally, similar idea with BTC, longs in from $3,500 level, given it holds, and then look for a reclaim of value area low of 3,600, and then you can look to add. Right here would be, given it holds, you can take some lowish longs here, and then if we see a reclaim, then that's where I'll look to add aggressively. Again, play a rotation into, let me tool it out like this, play a rotation into value area high, into the monthly level. Very, very simple. Okay, and then from there I'll potentially upon weakness look to short the fucker down. Okay, again, so yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe and show some love so I can get some more content out for you guys on this channel. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.